What's up? My name is Eric Butler. This channel is called Report and Opine. I am back, and this is a post directly from New York City Mayor Eric Adams' Instagram account, because I guess he is starting to hear some of the complaints, so he has to pretend he's going to do something. Gavin Newsom is doing the same thing out in California. Of course, London Breed in San Francisco, but that's a different story. We know they walk in lockstep. They read from the exact same Democratic corruption playbook. Not the point here. Shoplifting is out of control in New York, right? As it is in San Francisco as well, and probably Los Angeles. Don't quote me on that. I don't know for sure. I don't really follow them too closely. But this is him pretending that he's going to do something about the shoplifting that we can almost guarantee, if they even do anything, will not work. So what they do is they sort of rule by press release, right? Even back when you want to talk about the forced pharmaceuticals. Oh yeah, you have to do it. It's a law now. It's not a law. That's not how it works. But a lot of people don't care to look into it, and they just think it's mandatory now. There was a point that I will never forget where they were telling people they couldn't even eat at a restaurant without showing proof of paperwork. And now we think that very same guy is going to stop you, your merchandise from being lifted out of your store from all sorts of businesses, big, small, mom and pop, whatever. They're not going to do anything, and I'm really surprised that anybody's still left in the city, and I'm sure people are still fleeing just like they're doing San Francisco. But he says, and the photo reads, Mayor Adams launches retail theft plan to deter repeat shoplifters. So even that framing is weird. How about you just lock up people when they get caught once? You got to wait for them to do it a couple times, and then we're going to try to stop them. And the caption reads, shoplifters and organized crime rings prey on businesses that have already taken a hit due to Rona. No, they took a hit because of people like you. The virus didn't come in and start destroying businesses. You, de Blasio, Cuomo, Hochul, you guys did that. That was the overbearing government. That wasn't a virus. But these guys are completely disingenuous, as we already know. Our comprehensive plan will beat back retail theft. Yeah, all right, bro. Yeah, it's a tough guy. Never let this man live down the fireworks incident as well. I don't know if anybody remembers that. I can go into detail on the fireworks terrorism of the Summer of Love way back in 2020, but not the point here. He says he's going to beat back retail theft. And that must come from some sort of, political talking guide, media speak guide, because I remember very clearly de Blasio used to say that too. We're going to beat this thing back. Cuomo used to say it too. It's very similar to what we hear with Kamala Harris and a bunch of other politicians. Let me be clear. That means word salad is coming your way. So, they get these phrases, and they're great at this, right? This is how they've basically started to control the entire country with nonsense, is by changing the meaning of words and how they manipulate the language. So he wants to beat back retail theft through a combination of law enforcement, prevention, and intervention, rather than just stopping the criminals. So, repeat shoplifters. And then, if you look at the next slide here, the plan will connect nonviolent offenders to resources and provide retailers with support. Strange framing. Nonviolent offenders. Why don't you just call them shoplifters? Right? You have to sugarcoat it. Somebody who's committing crime over and over again in your city, you still go out of your way to sugarcoat it and make sure that everybody knows they're nonviolent. I mean, this is a victimless crime, right? They have insurance, don't they? So it should say the plan will connect retailers with support and shoplifters with resources so that they can get, free needles or whatever, and they can steal from somewhere else to get their neck fixed or something like that. But why is it framed like this, as though the criminal is more important than the retailer? Nonviolent offenders with resources, and we'll help the retailers, maybe. Ridiculous. Resource kiosks will be installed in stores to connect individuals in need to critical government resources and social services. So they're going to put a kiosk, a robot, an AI chatbot in the store to deter someone from shoplifting, and they're going to go work on their resume and apply for. What are you talking about? You're going to give them something so they don't steal, right? So rather than stealing this stuff, how about you sign up on this kiosk and put all your information in there, and we'll give you some free government crap. It doesn't make any sense. The plan will also feature a new program to allow for increased collaboration between the NYPD and retailers to track offenders. So those slides meant absolutely nothing. It's him saying, yeah, I heard about this, so I'm going to pretend, you idiots. I'll pretend I'm going to do something when obviously nothing is going to happen. Nobody's going to follow through on this. And I do think that that is maybe a strategy they should use on the other side of the coin, right? So when all these protesters are stopping up the subway system to demand justice for something that they don't even know about, right? This guy goes down by the hands of a Marine, and you can literally hear in some of these protest videos, you know, fascist NYPD or whatever. It's like that situation had nothing to do with the police, but they're so brainwashed, it doesn't matter. My point is, when Eric Adams makes a nonsensical word salad post like this, he's pretending that he's going to do something, and he should do that when these protesters are demanding action. Just say, yeah, we're going to do it. Yeah, we're going to do it, right? But then don't, right? You know the truth. You're a grown man. You know what's really happening. They're not going to follow through. They can't be bothered to stick with something for more than, 24 to 48 hours until the next, rage bait thing that the political establishment foist on them. So just say, yeah, we're gonna charge him, and then just let him out the back door, and they'll never think about it again. It'll be over. So let's see what some of these comments are like, because I'm under the impression most people can see through this, even on Instagram, or should I say, especially on Instagram. Let me know how that works out. Eye roll emoji. I have a novel idea. Why not arrest them? What? Excuse me? Kiosk and stores? Hey, I was going to rob y'all, but I'm going to apply on this kiosk and wait for a response on immediate aid. Yeah, exactly. How about arresting them? I can't wait until they start stealing kiosks. I guess arresting people is out of fashion. New York City, new woke city. All right, I like that. I can rock with that. New woke city in full effect. And this is from an account called Harlem for All. So my guess is this guy's probably a native, and they're still going to deal with it, right? They're going to take it sitting down. I vote with my feet. I got up and left there. I'm not from there. There's nothing tying me down. So I know it's hard to get up and move, but it's like, when you see what these people are doing to you, you're privy to it, and you stay there, then it's kind of on you too. Here's a long one. What does this guy have to say? And when the kiosk gets stolen, then what? This must be one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. This isn't a comprehensive plan. It's just plain ridiculous. Now, if you increase enforcement, prosecute offenders, and stop letting them off easy or diminish their crimes and hold them accountable to the laws we used to live by and not worry about their skin color when giving them a sentence, then pensions, you have a shot to make NYC a desirable place to live and run a business. Be a leader and stop being a politician. Well, he is a politician. That's right. That guy makes a great point. But obviously, Eric Adams is not a leader. He is a puppet, and he was a diversity hire, right? Like, if you didn't vote for Eric Adams, you were going to immediately be deemed racist. And they're running out of those cards, right? I mean, we see it constantly. White man's the problem. White man's the problem. But we like Joe Biden. We like Gavin Newsom. Kathy Hochul, that's a woman, obviously. But, who are we kidding? Kickback Kathy, right? That's not enough cards. Being a white woman is not enough victim cards. So they'll tell you on one hand that these people are the problem. This demographic is the problem. But we're the good ones. Gavin Newsom and Joe Biden are one of the, they're two of the good ones, and we're going to stop the other ones, the bad ones, from getting to you. So the point is, I think people see through it. You can look at comments like this on Instagram, and of course he's going to ignore it. His cronies, his little minions, his social media people, they're all going to ignore it and pretend like it's not real. And when it keeps happening, they'll say, well, we put, they're going to twist the statistics. They're going to, what's the book that Bill Gates wrote? I forget, like Lying with Statistics or something. So it's all going to be completely fake. But this is just sort of a CYA thing, right? He can cover himself by saying, yeah, this is what we did, even though it's all word salad. And maybe we can dig a little bit deeper into seeing how actually, or what actions they're specifically going to take. Oh, we're going to put a kiosk in, and we're going to give resources to nonviolent offenders, and we're maybe going to help the retailers. You're not going to help anybody. You're going to probably figure out a way to line your pockets through this whole thing. That's all I can say. That's the only thing I can say about every single politician, especially in New York and California, that whenever they say that they are going to take an action step, that action step almost will almost undoubtedly include a way for them to siphon more money off the top. So these comments go on. Yeah, that ought to do it. They're stealing to connect with essential. Yeah, but you need the law to change. Yeah, this is a good idea. Oh, here we got one. This is a good idea. However, we all know the extremely relaxed liberal Democrat we all know the extremely relaxed liberal Democrat be able to form laws allowing repeat offenders to go through the revolving door system committing crimes. Okay, so I guess he read something that I didn't read in the post because I don't think it's a good idea. I don't even think he really pitched an idea. He said we're going to install a kiosk, and that's probably it right there. We're going to contract this company to install a couple kiosks at Whole Foods, and my man's back here is going to get the contract deal. Something like that, allegedly. You know, that's tinfoil hat stuff. So the point is, people can see right through this, and it's all, I think it's all complete word salad. It means nothing. So some people can say it's a good idea, but it's unrealistic. Whatever. You can say what you can have any opinion about it, quite obviously. My point is, these are a whole bunch of words that mean nothing except for he is going to find yet another way to line his pockets while criminals or nonviolent offenders go free, retailers struggle, and the city continues to devolve into absolute nothingness. But, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and of course, subscribe.